Good morning. Good morning. We're joining you live from the beautiful west side of San Antonio, broadcasting live to you from Marbach, the beautiful area of Marbach here in San Antonio, Texas. We're going to be joined by a special co host stepping in for Michael Jimenez, who has had a family emergency. We have the one and only DJ LG. LG, how's it going?
Good morning, my neighbors!
Thanks for joining, man.
Oh, shoot. My mic's muted. Oh, good to be here.
Yeah, it might help if the mic isn't muted.
Yeah, I'm not used to being on this side of the situation here.
Yeah, man, it's a bit different, dude. It's a producer heavy show today because
producer show, yeah, like the all women's broadcast the other day for the Spurs, right? All producers broadcast.
There you go, man. And we got Garrett joining us here from the Netherlands, so thank you for joining us. And we got
hello,
Chris
Garrett.
Gonzalez. We have
worldwide, global.
Yeah, and we got Matt Lerma joining us. Chris Gonzalez joining us here. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you all.
The trim flower is in the building. Thank you.
So we're going to get into this, man. We're going to go ahead and talk about the San Antonio Spurs getting back to their winning ways now because they went on a 5-game losing streak and they went ahead and wrecked it. They finally got back in the winning streak here with one win, should I say, against the Nuggets. The Nuggets didn't have a lot of people out in the game. A lot of their starters were out. And the Spurs got the win as expected to. You know, they had a good game out of Stephon Castle. He played 33 minutes. He had 15 rebounds. That's really, really high. And 15 points. And Mamu, Spurs legend Mamu played 23 minutes and he had 16 points, 10 rebounds. So all in all, Spurs got back to their winning ways here. So it's good for them. They're at 32 wins for the season now. And Spurs fans, we only have a couple games left on the season here. So I was going to ask the question. We'll present it to you, LG.
All right.
With the team poised to finish the season with more wins than last year, 10 more wins to be exact. Is this an improvement or is this another disappointing season? What do you say, LG?
It's a wash.
Think it's a wash?
Yeah, it's a wash. It's a wasted season. They didn't improve at all. 10 games? No playoffs, no Wemby. They're still the same crappy team from last year.
So what do you think that next year they run it back, right? With the same roster that they have now?
They're going to win the same amount of games.
With Wemby? With Fox?
Yeah. They may win 10 more, but they're not maybe get the play-in game, but they're not going deep with this roster.
No. And why?
They need help.
Exactly.
Wemby's the only guy out there. When Wemby goes to the bench, they're a bunch of scrubs, man. It's just a bunch of scrubs out there.
What does Mike call him? Mike Jimenez, our good friend here, Michael Jimenez calls them. They're just a bunch of guys. You know, that's what he says. They're just a bunch of guys. They're just a bunch of dudes out there, man. And they can't shoot, you know, from beyond the arc. They're not really good. I mean, they made 1,000-something threes this year. Great.
That's one of the main things. Yeah, but how many attempts did they have? That's exactly. They don't make the threes in winning time either. That's the problem. They need to surround Wemby with lights out shooters.
And you know, that lights out shooter doesn't mean that it has to be a bona fide NBA superstar. You can just get a guy and he's a 3-point specialist, right? That's his job. He just shoots threes and makes them. Just get one of those guys, put him out there. Say bye to Sohan, man. I don't care. A lot of Spurs fans are enamored with Sohan. He's just a dude that plays better defense than most of the team. But the brother can't shoot, man. That's the problem.
Okay, who brought the dog?
So what are your thoughts on Sohan? I want to get that. Somebody wants to know.
I feel like he's a good backup. He's kind of like a Dennis Rodman type of player to me. Like he can shine sometimes, but I don't know if he's it. I mean, him and Wemby loves him. You know, they're like best buddies or whatever. Yeah. So Wemby would be pretty upset if he got rid of him. But at the end of the day, it's business. And the whole starting him at point guard last season, I think, kind of messed him up because he's just now getting back into the role he's supposed to be in.
Yeah.
And it took almost all season before it seemed like he was comfortable out there.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. That the point guard debacle was annoying. I don't know why they went ahead and put him out there. Look at Sam Salinas says, "Don't. That's blasphemy, Rodman."
Well, yeah, he's like a crappy Dennis Rodman.
Oh, there you go. There you go. The truth comes out. I like
He's
that.
like Dennis Rodman when he was sitting on the floor refusing to play.
Yeah, I could see that, man. But beyond that, I mean, they do need help. The team does need some help. They need somebody who's gonna play in the paint. Wemby's refusal to play in the paint, he's more of a finesse player, doesn't want to be there banging bodies, wants to be hanging out, beyond the arc, shooting threes, just making long twos. I don't mind him doing that, but you know what? If you're gonna do something like that, at least develop some type of a fadeaway jumper. Who's gonna stop you? You know?
That's
You're
true.
you're the tallest guy out there. If you do a fadeaway jumper, Dirk Nowitzki-esque off of one leg or something, who's gonna stop the rain?
But does he have a signature move?
No.
No. The pull up three from the logo, that's his signature move.
Yeah, that's his signature move, dude. That and not banging bodies down low. I mean, he'll go ahead and get a dunk every now and then, but because he's so long, that he can do stuff like that.
Maybe
And
the rejection steal. That's basically his signature move, where
Yeah.
he rejects the ball and steals it with one hand. That's his signature move. He has no offensive signature move.
No, he doesn't. But the Spurs definitely need somebody in the paint. They need a center. They need a true center. Hopefully, they can get that through the draft. This year, the Spurs, like I said, they're poised right now. They're at 32 wins. Maybe they can get a couple more. I had the Spurs projected somewhere in the neighborhood of 35 to 38 wins before the season even started. And I'm still going to stick with that. I think they might flirt with 33, 34. They'll get close to 35, but I don't know if they'll make it. But I can tell you one thing.
That's what you predicted before the season started?
That's what I predicted before the season.
Pretty spot on.
And it wasn't just me. The Vegas odd makers had set the same damn thing. They had said the Spurs were going to win between, I think, 32 to 35 games.
They're usually correct. So
yeah, even with Wemby. Look at the Spurs won last night. They suck at tanking. They didn't get the
come on. What are we doing? What are we doing winning? Seriously. Need a draft pick. The more ping pong balls we can get out of that lottery pick, the better. Like, is it worth winning now? I mean, maybe you play hard and just throw all the scrubs in the fourth quarter and see what happens.
I don't know, man. It's a tough season for Spurs fan. Because they wanted the Spurs to play with the flirt with the play-in game and whatnot, and they were kind of making the Spurs fans believe that they were going to do just that. In spite of Wemby being out, you had Fox, but we knew Fox was going to be shut down. He had made it known, the Spurs were going to go ahead and have him have his surgery at some point, and sure enough, that's what happened. They want him healthy for the next season. They shut down Wemby because he had was it that clot that he had, vein thrombosis or something like that?
Blood clot Rasta.
Yeah, so it's like, it is what it is. It doesn't surprise me that stuff like this happens to the San Antonio Spurs. They're cursed in a way, man. They need to go ahead and get a curandera or something. Do the sana, get the huevo, get the egg, rub it on Wemby or something.
The Jesus candle.
Yeah, man. Not the Spurs Jesus candle, but the Jesus candle.
Yeah, or the Ginobili Jesus candle that they used to have.
You know what I thought was funny the other day, man? I just saw this. Spurs Jesus is running for mayor. I'm like, why?
No, he's not.
He is. I kid you not, dude. He put
Is there a punchline there?
I don't know.
I don't believe it.
I don't know if it was April Fool's or what, but I'm just like, dude, please no, man.
Hey, the mayoral election is heating up. Watch out, Clayton Perry. Spurs Jesus is coming for you.
He's gonna,
and he don't stand for no DWIs.
Yeah, he's gonna probably charge you for an autograph, man.
You can only drink in church.
Oh God, but we're gonna go ahead and get back to the Spurs here because I could go on that forever, but I don't want to do that. But CP3 is set to make some money here. CP3 is set to make a $262,000 bonus if the Spurs won 32 games or more. And guess what? That happened. So CP3 is getting his bonus money, man. Now that the Spurs have won 32 games. Good for him, dude. Go out in style. Look, it's been 6. Oh, God. It's been 6 years for Spurs fans, Joe. It's going to be another couple years.
Oh, at least. Yeah.
Oh, Eddie the First says Spurs Jesus needs to be forgotten. Hey, man, no lies detected, bro.
I agree. Yeah, I want to call out can I say this on your show? Mrs. Bitch said that LG, you have the nerve to wear that hat and sit beside Joe and talk about Spurs. What? I don't understand. What does this hat have to do with anything with
I don't know.
Spurs? Do you know what this hat is?
What is it?
It's the Yakult Swallows, the Tokyo baseball team. You're not
Like,
a fan of swallows?
I guess not, dude. They're not a fan of it. They're offending. You're offending the guests, man. You all be nice here. So let's go ahead and talk about something else here. We have CP3 also making history. So I'm gonna go ahead and show this on the screen. There we are. CP3 is officially in the top 15 in NBA history and games played. He passed the great Kobe Bryant, and CP3 now has 1,347 games played, 15th of all time. So congratulations to him. Plus, he's $262,000 richer too. So CP3 is winning, man. Winning.
Yes, he is. Congratulations to Chris Paul and
Yeah.
Cliff Paul.
So good for him, man. Oh God, here we go. It says the list of mayoral candidates who of the previous losers so the city's been reduced to being run by rejects.
That's coming up soon, isn't it? The election for that, like in
It's
a couple
coming.
weeks.
Yeah, it's coming up soon, man. But I see the signs all over the place here.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's throwing their name in the hat, man. You know what they should have put in? Biggest Puma, dude. Can you imagine?
We should do a bit, yeah.
Do a bit.
Hey, if Spurs Jesus can run, I mean,
Why not Puma? I'd vote for Puma.
it'd be a funny bit.
It'd be a funny bit, dude. You know, he doesn't even have his name on the ballot, but he gets votes, you know, officially.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. The last time somebody ran as a funny bit, he became president. So
There you go. I wouldn't mind. Let's have Puma, you know, do that and present it to him. Tell him, throw your name in the hat, Puma. Go ahead and run for the mayor of the city. Maybe you can make it better.
yeah, Spurs Jesus's mural got defaced not too long ago. Did you see that?
I saw that, man.
Yeah, they put false prophet. Somebody spray painted false prophet across it.
Oh, look, that's what they call him, dude. Leha calls him Spurs Judas.
A man of faith.
Oh God, he has no there's no love lost for him, dude. Everybody
I
knows.
appreciate the hustle though. The dude's been doing that bit for 20 years now, and you know he's still doing it.
Just wash the rope, bro. Get it dry cleaned or something.
Does he like if he lost that bit, would he get like, you know, like lose his identity? He'd be like really depressed. Like somebody just like shaved his head one day.
I don't know what he does for a living, dude. He'd have to get a real job. He couldn't be like one of those.
That's
Was it
true, right?
OnlyFans? You know, those girls that do the OnlyFans and something like that. Got to get a real job now. Hey, man, maybe they'll hire him at Burger King or something. He could still wear the robe, but you just got to get to work, you know?
That's true. They could go from king to Jesus.
There you go. Pumo motto is the best of what we got.
It's the best available. Yes.
And
Not the
Puma-
best, but the best available.
Oh God, look at Hooper Flash says when Jacob Toby sang on the Riverwalk and then told people on the boat he was the Spurs broadcast announcer. One of the ladies goes, "My husband is Spurs Jesus," and Jacob is like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Who cares?"
Yeah, he probably has no idea.
He's like, "And who cares, dude? I don't care." He's like, "I don't give a damn about no Spurs Jesus." But we're going to go ahead and move on here. The Austin Spurs, like I said, are set to take on the Salt Lake City Stars tonight. So good luck to them. You know, they're doing better than the San Antonio Spurs here. And their coach, he was named Coach of the Year, man. I'm going to show that on screen too. So congratulations to Coach Scott King on being named the NBA G League Coach of the Year, man. Austin Spurs.
That's a powerful name too. Scott King.
Scott King. He is the king. He's the NBA G League Coach of the Year, man. Austin Spurs are doing better than the San Antonio Spurs. Good for them. And you know who else? Friend of the show here, Carl Schoening. He does some work for the Austin Spurs.
He does do some of the TV broadcasts there for the Spurs. I still want to call them the Toros, the Spurs.
The Toros.
Yes. I like that name better, but anyway.
Yeah, but we just want to go ahead and give a shout out to Austin Spurs and also to Carl Schoening.
What up,
And
Shoning?
yeah,
Need to
and
get at me. He dissed me yesterday for a date.
he big timed you.
Yeah, big time me, but it's all good.
You're
Get
not,
yours.
it's not like you're mad or nothing, right?
No, we good.
You're like, bro, you owe me dinner. Yeah, at least a drink, LG. At
Yeah,
least
right.
you owe me a drink, bro. Tell him that next time you see him. So let's go ahead and get into this. Carmelo Anthony, man. Carmelo has been elected to the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame for the 2025 class. What do you think, man? Carmelo Anthony, has he done
Yeah,
enough to be?
yeah, he has. No question. He's done
Yeah,
enough.
I think so, man. I thought that was a good get for him, dude. He'd been
He
through a
was
lot.
he was one of the best players on the failed Olympic team that Ginobili beat. Carmelo was one of the best on that entire roster.
Yeah. Carmelo is winning after he's left the NBA, still doing his thing. Good for him. He getting his shine right here. I'm happy for him, man. I think, like you said, I think he's done more than enough to be elected into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. It's not the NBA Hall of Fame. It's the Basketball Hall of Fame. There's a difference. Because I know a lot of fans get a little, I don't know, upset at times because they're like, it's the NBA Hall of Fame. They're
What
still,
is Carmelo up to these days? Is he broadcasting or anything?
I don't know what he's doing right now, man. I think he's just laying low, enjoying life, dude.
I
And
would be. That's for sure.
he's made his money. I would just be kicking back on the beach somewhere, not giving two shits about anybody, dude. Oh, and Tim Gonzalez is saying, Joe, my Duke boys were practicing at the Spurs practice facility. I saw that. Is AI in the Hall of Fame? You're talking about Allen Iverson.
He
I don't
should
know.
be.
He should
If
be.
he's not,
He should be. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's a no question Hall of Famer right there. Yeah, he got in 2016.
And rightfully so. He deserved to be there, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm glad he bounced back. He was having some issues for a while there. Seems like he's bounced back, doing commercials and stuff now.
Yeah, he's back, dude. He's doing his thing. And we're going to talk about NCAA news, man, because we saw that the blimps are flying around town. You had Magic Johnson, you had what's his name, Charles Barkley, flying around town in those blimps. The teams have already arrived here for the NCAA men's Final Four. I was going to ask you the question, man. Do you plan on attending any of the events? I mean, we have Houston, University of Houston, and Duke, and then you have Florida and Auburn. It's the battle of the number one seeds. They're going to have the Fan Fest, the free concerts. You going to be going?
No, I want no part of it. I might go down there just to hang around with some of the fanfare and maybe shoot some video bits for some content, but I have no interest in the concerts or the actual games themselves because I don't like crowds. And the parking's going to be ridiculous, but good for the city. I don't know who's playing the concerts, but you said they're free.
They're free. They have Doshi's going to be here, Pitbull. I think that's going to be the lineup for Friday with some other music acts here. I'll go Doshi.
Okay, not familiar.
Let me see the music.
Doshi, is that a rapper?
Yeah, that's my daughter likes her, dude.
Oh, it's a girl. Okay.
Yeah, my daughter listens to her, so that's how I know. So
they have sushi.
They have Pitbull. I know they had Doshi coming out. T-Pain is going to be here. Chris Stapleton
still around.
Yeah, Chris Stapleton, Jelly Roll. They're going to be around. They're going to be coming out here. You know, they got some other music acts that are going to be out there too, but those are the big ones that come to mind. And it's free, but the thing is that the venue is so tiny though, man.
Where's the venue?
It's right behind the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. So if it's like that little grassy knoll that they have there.
Right? I know what you're talking about.
And it's small. And they have little line of trees.
Yeah, I've seen them do stuff out there a lot.
So you can probably fit 1,000 people in there, maybe.
So it's across the highway.
It's right behind the Henry.
You have to cross under from the dome
tower area
over there. Yeah.
Tower area.
Gotcha. They should have done it at Sunset Station. So that way you don't have to walk far. It's just right there.
I guess maybe because they need to put a stage and stuff up there. You know,
I mean, Sunset's got it.
they have the what do you call it, the Ferris wheel, not the Ferris wheel, that big ass thing that spins. I don't know what they call it. The ride that you get on.
Rabbitron?
No, no, no. It's like I guess it's a Ferris wheel, whatever it is. They have
Yeah,
they have that thing out there, and you get up there, and it takes you up so you can see all the sights and everything. I ain't getting on that damn thing.
No, I don't trust the carnies putting those things together.
Yeah, not
No.
at all. Tickets are free. You got to get there early. You got to stand in line. I think the doors open like at 3 or something like that. No, that might be at 5, but you have to arrive by like 2:30. Some people are going to be there earlier because you have to wait in line just to get into the venue. And if you're not like one of the first, I don't know, 300-400 people up there, you're not going to probably get in. They only allow 1,000 or something like that in at a time, and they're counting. So as people are coming out, they're like 2 can go in because
So
2
it's-
came out.
So it's a tiny, yeah. Why would they have it at such a tiny venue when we're expecting so many people? That's ridiculous.
It's free, dude. It's a free event. I mean,
No, like I
You
can't
know?
imagine Pitbull. Somebody's paying him. He
Oh,
ain't playing
yeah.
for free.
oh no, they're all getting paid, dude. They ain't playing for free. But the other thing is that if you're a Capital One card member, you got the people coming out in the crowd and they'll be like, "Are you a Capital One card member? Are you a Capital One card member?" And if you are and you pull out your Capital One card, they scan it and everything. Make sure that you're up to date, you're not behind or any of that. It's like your account's still active. They're like, you can go to the front of the line. And they take you to the like Capital One, I guess, area that they have for card members, you know, like like a lounge, you know.
Yeah, like at the airport.
Yeah, so you get to hang out there and you get to watch the concert venue and whatnot with the other Capital One members. That's all right. That's not bad, you know. Get out of the sun a little bit, you know, get a little bit of shade. I think you have like your own bar there and you have a bathroom or something in there as well.
Yeah, get away from all the peasants, you know.
Hey, say it with your chest out, because that's what I've been saying to Mike, dude. And he makes fun of me. And I tell him, look, I'm a certain age now, LG. I'm not gonna lie, right? So if I'm gonna go to a venue, I'm gonna go to an event. Why am I gonna want to sit out somewhere in line for 2 hours and sit down in the cheap seats with the peasants? F that, dude. I'm doing
That's
all
true.
right.
That's
I'm
true.
doing all right. You know, I can afford to get me nicer tickets. If I want to go into the VIP area, you know, and I get there an hour before everybody else gets to get in the venue, have my own private area where you can go and have your drinks. You have your own nice bathrooms, you know, good view of the venue and everything. Why not?
Yeah,
there
it's,
for
it's
2
all right to be a little bougie every now and then, you know.
Yeah, man. Mike makes fun of me. I'm like, bro, I'm not the one calling the city poor. You know, there's a difference, Mike. It's like we can afford nice things, you know. And you know what the other thing was too? Oyster bake. I know you're not big into the crowds, right?
Oh, sorry.
But check this out. Oyster Bake's gonna have a VIP offering this year. It's like 175 a ticket, right? And you get to go into this area that's shaded, right? It's almost like a big old tent. And
Oh,
you have
good,
your
good.
you
So
have
the
your own,
oysters won't be sitting out in the heat in the tent.
yeah, so you have your own bathrooms there, right? They're air conditioned bathrooms, not the porta potties.
All
And you
right,
have your own
stepping it up.
bar there where you can go and get your drinks and whatnot. And you have a good, you know, view of the venue itself. For 175,
That's not terrible,
I mean,
considering the price of Fiesta altogether.
I'm just saying, dude, it's not that bad. If you're taking a date that's like, after fees and whatnot, probably push it over 400, you know?
That'd be a gross date. Just stuffing oysters in the Texas heat.
That
It's
doesn't,
kind of
I don't,
gross. That doesn't sound like a good date to me.
eating the oysters like eating a booger, dude. It's nasty, man.
I like oysters. I do not eat them at Oyster Bake. Sorry, Oyster Bake.
Would you trust him at Oyster Bake?
No, I don't trust oysters in San Antonio. If there's no ocean within, 30 minutes of where you're located, I
Hey,
don't want to touch it.
if you're in the Philippines, you're in Japan, you're in Thailand,
Yes,
or
that's
something,
different.
I mean,
Madrid is different.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, but San Antonio,
Oh man.
where did they come from? The river?
Do you like they grill them, right? Like
Yeah,
they're
they
like
grill 'em.
grilled oysters.
They put them all. They just put them all in these big grills, right?
Yeah.
And they just go and put them in these buckets.
I just can't imagine that, sanitary rules are being followed all across the grounds there,
It's
especially with oysters.
yeah, it's gross, dude. I see the appeal in it. People. Oh, I'm gonna go to Oyster Bake. I want to eat an oyster. No, man, I'm good, dude. And then you're gonna pay for the other stuff that they have there, the chicken on a stick or fajita taco, whatever you
Those
get.
are universal, like I
Yeah.
don't know the history behind Oyster Bake, but how did it get associated with San Antonio Fiesta? I guess it's kind of like the same thing with Taste of New Orleans. Like, what does that have to do with San Antonio and Fiesta?
Yeah.
But it's an official event, so which I love.
This is the thing that we make fun of with Jeff Garcia, right? Our good friend Jeff Garcia here, because we say if you're gonna go to an event, right, Fiesta event, we're like, Jeff, you got the money, dude. Go to the Taste of the North Side, man. He's like, oh, that's not a real Fiesta event. I said, it sure is, dude.
Where is that? Is that in Converse or Alamo Heights or something?
It's in a nicer side of San Antonio, and it's like one something a ticket, and you get like food and drink and all this, the best samplings that they have from around San Antonio. No, it just like, no. It's like, it's not that bad, dude. I mean, I wouldn't mind going, trying it out once. I mean, you have to have a little bit of money to be out there, right? Because your ticket's like one something a piece.
Yeah. So what kind of food is out there? What's the taste of the North Side? Are they serving up like mac and cheese or like what do North Siders eat?
It's gonna be like the nicer fare that they have from around
They're gonna have like caviar out there and like
probably, dude, like
champagne,
steak or something, a little piece of meat that you're gonna get chef prepared, piece of fish or something, it ain't gonna be no chicken on a stick, I'll tell you that.
No.
I don't do the Nyosa, dude. I did it a couple times. It's just too
crowded,
man.
It didn't take 2 hours to use the porta potty.
Nah, dude. I'm gonna piss myself. I have to wait that long.
Nah, I haven't been to Nyosa since high school.
Yeah, but they have that. Was it the King William Fair too? That's going to be coming up too. That was not bad. That's family oriented.
Yeah, it's better than the other events.
Yeah, just stay out of Market Square after nighttime, dude. After nightfall, you don't want to get shot out there, dude. The last
bad? I thought it was getting better.
No, man. Even this last year, they had another shooting out there and everything. People don't know how to act out there, and they start drinking. Because they let them drink there. I mean, before they would bring their own drink, that was allowed. I don't think they were letting them do that this year or this last season. But I don't know what's going to happen, man. I don't know if there's going to be new rules in place now because this is becoming a problem. But I mean, Market Square during the day is not bad. I don't mind going over there, checking it out, walking around. You're listening to some Tejano, music of the people, my peoples.
There you go.
I know Michael Jimenez isn't into that. He says it's too ethnic for him.
What does that mean?
It's just too ethnic for him, dude. That's why we call him the coconut of the show.
Okay.
Brown on the outside and white in the inside, dude.
It's like Miklo, but reversed.
Yeah, he shuns his own people, bro. His own words. They're too it's too ethnic for me. So I'm
okay, whatever.
Well, Mike is getting strays.
San Antonio,
Yeah, Michael Jimenez is getting strays right now. He's not even here, but I gotta poke the bear a little bit, making fun of my co-host here, or my host. But it's all good fun. But I don't know, man. You have the Final Four coming, right? So you're gonna they have the fanfare, the fan fest, and they have the free music festival that's coming. It's a big how to do for the city. It brings in a lot of money, a lot of tourism comes in here. But it begs the question, dude. This is the last time that the Final Four is going to be here in San Antonio because of the way that the infrastructure is at the Alamo Dome. It's aging. It's getting old. And you have Project Marvel that the city's pushing, right now. Hey, new Spurs Arena downtown, new sports entertainment district downtown. The Alamo Dome needs upgrades. It's ugly as sin, dude. It was always ugliest. Even before, let's say it was built, they saw the rendering. I was like, dude, that's ugly, man. It looks like a shoebox, like a barn. It's still ugly and it looks like a barn. There's nothing you could do about that, but they can kind of make the facade look better, as they've shown in the renderings.
The renderings look good.
They do look good. They look nice. I'm not
looks
gonna
modern.
And neat. Nice and clean, So They have that. They're gonna go ahead and put a new hotel down there next to the Spurs stadium. They're gonna have another venue over there that they can host concerts at. I mean, it looks nice. It kind of makes San Antonio on par with other big city offerings that have a entertainment sports district, because
True.
now you got things to do, LG. You want to get there early, you got places to eat, you got places to drink, you do
Mhm.
something with your friends or with your lady, you're going to take her out. And there's things to do, more importantly, after the game ends, right? Now you can go ahead and stick around, go downtown and enjoy the fair there, right? Before, not so much. We're over here at the Frost Center, way on the east side of town, and we're right when the game is over, you're getting the heck out of Dodge. There ain't nothing to
Yeah.
do, you
Lock
know?
your doors, roll the windows up, and get the heck out.
Yeah, there's nothing to do. And even if you go and you I don't know, you got to put gas and you go to one of the gas stations, you always got a crackhead or two out there, dude.
Oh, I had a
All the
crackhead throw
time.
chips at my car after a Spurs game. We were headed out. Traffic's just lined up because it's Spurs game. We're driving through the neighborhood to get to I-10 or whatever. And this lady's standing in her driveway. She walks up to my car and she says, "Don't block my driveway," and just starts throwing chips on the hood of my car. And I'm like, "Lady, there's 20,000 people on this street blocking your driveway every time the Spurs play. You're gonna lose you're gonna run out of chips."
Why are you singling me out?
Exactly. It's like I just rolled the window up and stared at her, and then rolled on. I was like,
Get
okay.
off my lawn kind of thing, huh?
But yes, it was a big mistake putting the Frostbank Center where they did. It's supposed to bring all this business, and
No.
it did nothing.
It was because your elected city officials didn't know what the hell they're doing. It was all political move back in the day. They just should have kept the Spurs arena downtown to begin with,
Yeah.
I mean, the
It's
Alamo
always
Dome,
a political move. The Alamo Dome was a political move.
yeah, the Alamo Dome, I mean, that's why they put the Spurs there for a bit, because they were promised, they said they were promised, oh, if they build it, they will come, right? An NFL team. They
Oh
built
yeah.
it and nothing happened. Not a damn thing happened. Never got an NFL team. Then
No.
they try to go ahead and play some baseball games in there. It's not built for that, you know? And at the end of the day, I mean, what does it become now? I mean, you have the UTSA games there, you
Well,
have
at least they have that.
you have
That's
that.
the saving grace for the dome right
Yeah,
now.
you have concerts that are there, okay, great, man. But I mean, if you want to get like world class things to happen here, you need a better facility. And that's what the NCAA kind of told San Antonio. They're not coming back here. They need to go ahead and make some upgrades. They need to do something. Project Marvel's being toted over here. It's going to come at a cost, a big time cost. But the question mark and the heated debate has always been, who's going to pay for it? How long is it going to take for it to get its near its completion? And does San Antonio have enough money to go ahead and have this thing happen, dude? I mean, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this whole Project Marvel thing?
I'm all for it. I'm all for entertainment and making it a pedestrian friendly area down there, because that's what makes a city grow. Getting rid of, highways and stuff that separates the people, and building stuff in a closer area that brings everyone together.
But
It's a simple equation there, like
yeah,
make downtown a place that you want to be.
make it a destination.
Yes.
And I think the entertainment sports district that they're touting, Project Marvel will do that, but who's going to pay for it? Where's the money coming from? All these things still haven't been fully explained. They like to keep things close to the vest, and I know that the city is going to probably get this thing passed, regardless of what the people want. They're going to make it happen, and you're going to have the faction of the people that live here be ecstatic, and the other faction of people be like, me, where's the money coming from? How are we going to pay for this? What is the timetable we're looking at? There's a lot of different factors here that still haven't been answered fully by your elected city officials. And at this time, they're saying, oh, we're going to go ahead and start pushing it heavily in the month of May. Where they want to put it on the ballot and all this kind of stuff. How do you put something on the ballot if you don't even know enough about it? That's kind of shady, bro.
It's true. It's true. But I think it's something that needs to be done. And you know what? If the Spurs start winning all of a sudden, this thing gets passed a lot quicker.
Well, the Spurs ain't going to be winning anytime soon, even with Fox and Wemby back healthy. This team, even if they make the play-in next year, and I'm not a hater, just being a realist,
Yeah,
be an early exit, dude.
I agree with Hanover Fist One here. Just build them the stadium and let everything else come in time. Yeah, build the Spurs stadium and then let everything else form around it.
My biggest argument with this too, with the Spurs stadium, the new stadium is built downtown. Spurs fans have already been complaining about the price of Spurs tickets. You can get some tickets that are cheap. I'm not going to lie.
Right now, they're really cheap.
They're cheap, because the team's not, playing for anything right now. But there's going to be some times, when you have a good team come and call in, ticket prices are going to be through the roof, right? Because of the team. If you're complaining about the Spurs tickets now, and now they're going to have a new arena downtown, what do you think is going to happen with the ticket price? They're going to go through the roof, dude. And it's going to price a certain demographic of people out. And I don't know if I'm okay with that. I think that if the city is paying, if you're paying, you live here and you're going to have a tax to pay of some kind, we're going to help pay for this new arena. They should make it affordable to everybody. That's my thing. Make it affordable for everyone to be able to enjoy it instead of just having to increase everything. Because at the end of the day, I know it's about all the God almighty dollar, and they want to make a profit. But you also got to think about the fans as well. I mean, what are you going to do for the people that can't afford necessarily to go to a game? Are you going to have a silver and black scrimmage, at the new arena? Are you going to be doing some free things for the peoples, like you're doing at the Rock right now? It would be better to me, instead of doing it at the Rock, do it outside the arena, kind of like they have in Toronto, right? They have that Jurassic Park and they show the games on the side of the arena there. And they have like a big old party and people could come out and still be part of the venue, but you don't have to go inside necessarily. You can still be in the area,
They just need to put a big jumbotron outside. Like they have this in Denver as well. They put a big jumbotron outside the arena and make it a place where everyone gathers. I mean, the Rock is cool, but it's nowhere near downtown.
And it's
so, you want everybody to be in the same area. So, like, if you can celebrate the wins and together.
Yeah. And the thing is when you have the Rock, right, where it's at right now, and it's over there by La Cantera, you can see it too when you get out of La Cantera, and you can see Fiesta, Texas, and you see the Rock out there in the Victory Capitol building, It's hard to get there, man. If you're on the access road of the highway, because you have to go and get off the access road, make a turnaround, and if you miss that little street, you're F, dude. You got to go back all the way around.
Old Fredericksburg Road. You got to hit that street to get out there.
Jeez, man. It's
right now with the construction on 1604, that's a terrible location. Terrible location.
And they
build an outside area, kind of like they have at Frostbank right now, where they do those little outside after parties with the concerts and whatnot. Yeah. Build something like that, but bigger, with a giant screen, and do a bunch of basically what they're doing with the Rock, but at the arena.
Yeah. I look, it's Chris Leha. He says Spurs don't care about the fans. If they did, they would put a better product on the court.
They're trying, man. They're trying.
Oh, man. And then these fans want to say that, Brian. I've seen the stupid social media posts that they've been putting everywhere. Oh, Brian Wright, the best GM in the game. Man, y'all need to be quiet about that. This brother ain't done nothing but the obvious picks, man.
The best thing he did was getting rid of Collison's contract for nothing.
Yeah, that's
the best thing he's done.
Other than that, what is he giving you? Luka Samanic, Lonnie Walker, Josh Primo. Where are they now? Gone. It's like, come on, man. You need to stop with that. And then he went and did the obvious choice. Spurs get the number 1 overall pick. You have Wemby. Of course you're going to pick Wemby. You're the Spurs again. You got the number 4 pick in the draft. Stephon Castle's there waiting. Of course you're going to go ahead and get him. But beyond that, what the hell has he done for you? Not a damn thing.
Oh, got rid of Collison, and he lined up some draft picks. I'll give him that. Lined up some draft picks and got rid of Collison. He made someone take that contract, and I don't know.
I like
that. That's amazing in its own. But he also did give Collison that contract, so
he did.
It's a wash there.
Look at I like Joey Noriega. Make more money or watch somewhere else. Because that's what our friend Mike Jimenez says. If you can't afford it, go make more money. I'm like, Mike, Jimenez, it's not always that simple, bro. He makes it sound like it's so easy. You can't afford it, go make more money. I'm like, Mike, come on, dude, stop it.
I can't remember the last Spurs ticket I actually bought, honestly. I've bought more SAFC tickets in the past 5 years than I have Spurs tickets.
Yeah, I've gone to some games this year. It's been all right. I mean, I don't often go to a game, but when I go, I try to make it count, right? So this last time I went with my boys and a friend of ours, shout out to you, Chicana Fuerte, Steph. Um, we went out there and we watched the game, and we had really good seats. We're like maybe 5 rows from the court. We went to go down there to the Spurs club that they have on the court level. You get free food, you free drink, and all that kind of stuff. It's a good time. I enjoyed it. I do like going, but if I'm going to go to a game, like I said, make it count. I'll make it count. I'll go and I want to buy a skybox ticket. Be able to enjoy the free food, the drink, and all that. To me, it's worth it because if you buy $100 seat, you'll be, in the lower bowl, but you're not going to get free food and drink. And if you're going to be out there and you're going to buy your food and you're going to buy your drink anyway, you're probably going to spend about another $100 some. So might as well just buy the skybox ticket. It's like $250. I mean,
well, here's the answer for that. You heavily discount the crappy games.
yeah,
The worst team in the league's in town. Wemby's injured. Something. Fox isn't going to play. Slash the prices. That's where the people can come in who can't afford the more premier games.
fan night, right? Like have it as a fan night.
Yeah.
We'll give you all a discount. Come in and enjoy the game. $1 beer night. Hey, that would be a thing, right?
They should do a $1 beer night. Why
They
not?
only do something like that for the silver and black scrimmage. The one-off. That's a free, like it's an exhibition game, and they'll have like $1.25 soft drinks, and I think it's like $1.75 or $1.50 beer, and they're the little beers, and they have some other things there.
Yeah.
They have offerings for the fans and all that, and that's cool. I like that they do that.
It helps offset the cost of the ticket a little bit.
Yeah.
And what about parking? We shouldn't
parking,
have to pay $25 for parking, man.
bro.
Like, come on.
If you don't get a parking like a pass, right, when you're buying your Spurs tickets, you're just playing games, dude, because at the end of the day, you're going to spend 20 something dollars anyway to go park in freaking no man's land. But I'll tell you what, little known fact, lot 3 parking is the place you want to be, not lot 1, maybe lot 2 if you can get it, but I like lot
3 is across the ditch, right?
Lot 3 is like right in front of the main entrance.
Oh, okay.
Lot 1 is in no man's land.
So that's like the $50 parking then, lot 3.
Sometimes it can be, but usually when I buy it, it's like $25, $20. I'm like, all right, I'd rather pay that, park in lot 3. I park my car right away. Boom, I'm right there at the main entrance. Usually we go in through like the VIP entrance that's over there by the Whataburger, by the Bud Light courtyard and all that.
Yeah.
I just go in there right away. Boom, we go and get seated. No big deal. I mean, it's not that far of a trek, especially if you're going to just go in through the main entrance. Lot 3 is your friend, dude. Just get that parking. Don't go out there and spend the $20 to go and park across the lot,
Or one of those private lots that people are scalping. Like, hey, just parking my industrial business lot over here for $50.
They should have Cuh night, right? Cuh night over there at the Spurs games. If you have the Edgar haircut, you get in for half price.
Oh, I have to head over to the Marbach area and get my haircut again. Back to the Edgar.
They should have that as a thing, dude.
I rocked the Edgar for about a week, about a year ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I lost a bet.
So, oh man. Yeah. Are there any pics?
There's pics somewhere around there. Yeah.
We got to see it. You should have told me something like this. We could have put it up here.
You can find it. I'm pretty sure it's on go to my Instagram at DJLG210 and you probably find it there. I don't know.
So you were rocking the Cuh?
Yeah. I lost a bet, and the bet was I would get a haircut.
Oh man. Hey, at least you're a man of your word, right?
That's true. It was awful, though. It looked terrible.
How long did it take to grow out?
Well, I shaved it. I just shaved it off. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So you went bald. You went full on prison.
Yeah, I went like a 2. I shaved it with like a 2, Not full prison, But no, that's what I do these days. I just shave it off. I wear hats all the time anyway. So
It's too damn hot here in San Antonio to have hair, dude.
there was video. Chris Gonzalez is in here. There was video of it as well somewhere.
Yeah, and they're saying that there is dollar beer night at SAFC. I know there is dollar beer night at SAFC games because I've been there for one or two of them.
SAFC is a good thing to go to, man.
Hey, if I go to an SAFC game, you got to come with us, man.
I'm
Because
down. Yeah.
what we do is I hang out at the bar, dude. That they have outdoors. I don't go and sit down in my seat. I hang out at the damn bar and I tip the waitress, right? That's there making the bartenders making the drinks. I tip her good because I want my drinks to keep coming.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll be like, here's a 50. Just bring it, keep on bringing it.
That's the trick to do in Vegas too.
Yeah. And they're like, yes, sir. And then boom, boom, boom. They bring in his drinks. We don't got to go wait in line. That's the thing. I don't want to wait in line. If I want to drink and I just pick up my cup and I tell you two, bring me two more, So that's what we do. We hang out at the open bar right there that they have. Really nice area, man, because you're in between two good places to eat. You're near the bathrooms and everything. And I'll go ahead and I'll get in my seats like behind the goal post there in the goal and all that, And it's good, man. It's a nice, especially if it's a nice evening. I mean, come on, dude. And then afterwards, it's like, where are we going? Where are we going? I know you know some places to go down here in downtown.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Where are you going up there? I know I got some north side bars you can go to, northeast side places. Some haunts.
I want a good drink. I'll pay for the good drink. I don't want
looking like a speakeasy style where the dude takes 20 minutes and he's wearing suspenders and
like bar 19,
crushing it like orange and zest and whatnot. Dude. You want a cocktail.
Yeah, that's my jam right there. I don't mind that.
I know a few spots.
I like bar 1919. I like the Modernist too, over there off of Grayson. That's next to the Smashed.
I haven't been there, no.
Yeah, I got to take you there, man.
I don't get out much. Yeah, you don't know me that well, Joe, but over the last few years, I've become like more. I guess I'm getting old. I don't get out as much as I used to in San Antonio.
You're becoming a hermit.
Yes, I find like a night in is just as pleasurable as a night out. Honestly,
I don't mind staying in every now and then, but the thing is I work from home, right? So
True.
I'm here all damn week.
That's true. Yeah, it can feel like you're stuck in the office sometimes. You got to get out.
I got to get out, bro. Like I got to go do something. I like going out. I like having drinks on the weekend, hanging out with friends, that kind of stuff, But I like hanging out places. The one on Grayson, dude, Smashed, is really cool. And I got to take you to that place, man.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way. I didn't get to make it out to your little shindig, but happy belated birthday.
Appreciate it, man. It was a good night. I got trashed, dude. I think I got home like at 3:30 in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah. It was a good time, dude. The drinks were flowing and so were the shots. I think I might have had like 5 shots. Every time I turned around, somebody was, oh, here's another shot. Here's another shot.
Yeah, I can't hang anymore.
I'm just like, dude, I'll drink the shot.
Oh, okay.
It's not Jaeger, dude. Do not get me Jägermeister.
Gross.
That's disgusting.
Not in college anymore. I don't need Jaegers.
Dude, just the smell of Jaeger.
Jaeger bombs.
It gives me chills, dude.
Well, anything with Red Bull I can't do anymore either.
Oh, the Bull Blasters. That's
Vegas bombs. Ugh. Oh, God, too many nights.
I don't know,
too many
man.
nights being a DJ in the San Antonio nightlife.
I've gotten used now to like drinking bourbons and whiskeys and old fashions and stuff like that. I think
I like a nice old fashioned.
Yeah.
That's my go-to for whiskey.
Swirl it around, you drink it slow.
Yeah.
Then when you get your third old fashioned and the first one hits,
an old fashioned made with maple syrup instead of simple syrup is the best.
Really?
Yes.
I got to try that, man. See, you're educating me now. Now you're getting me excited about something. I want to try something new. So let's go ahead and pause real quick here. Well, we'll give a quick shout out to our good friends here, MCS General Contracting. Go to them for all your contracting and concrete needs. MCS General Contracting, more than 30 years of combined experience in concrete placement. They are the best in the business, honest pricing, high quality work. They get going on house foundations, driveways, concrete patio decks. If you want to extend the deck, extend the driveway. If you're a business and you need to put together a slab, a parking lot, or other concrete placement services or sidewalks, reach out to MCS General Contracting at 210-774-9155. They're confident in their skills, so give Chris Leha over at MCS General Contracting a call at 210-774-9155. And thank you for being a sponsor of this show. Shout out to MCS General Contracting. Go to them for all your contracting needs. Anything you need as far as concrete, that's your guy. Make sure you give him a call. And I would put the damn thing up here, except that this is not cooperating with me. Here we go. Go ahead and call MCS General Contracting. They power the chat that everybody's using right now. The number is 210-774-9155, and they are home of the Diamond Hard Concrete. If you want it done right the first time, give my boy Chris Leha a call, and he'll go ahead and take care of you. Appreciate you guys. So what we're going to do next here, they want to tell me if I'm going to the San Antonio FC game on Sunday because they want to fill the stadium. Unfortunately, I won't be there for that game because I did already book an Airbnb for the family. We're headed to Rockport this weekend. I'm not going to be in here for the NCAA Fan Fest or any of that stuff. I'm out of here, getting as far away from the city as I can for one weekend. Got a nice Airbnb over in Rockport. Just going to be chilling out. I know the weather might not be all that, but I'm still going to have a good time. So that's where I'm headed.
Doing fishing or you just hanging?
Just hanging, dude. I just want to chill, man. I don't even care about the fishing. I just maybe go to the beach if it's the weather allows to see how cold it's going to get. But Rockport's a little sleepy town, man. You just go there and it's just a nice chill vibe. You know, everything slows down. You just take your time, just relax, go sit out on the deck.
Doesn't Dat Win have a restaurant in Rockport?
He does, man. He's a product of Rockport, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. His parents over there, I think they had a restaurant.
Yeah, I think it's called like Who Dat or something like that.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Former Dallas Cowboy, by the way. So go out there to Rockport and support, man. But we're going to get into some Val Kilmer talk now. The great Val Kilmer.
Pour one out.
Died, man. Yeah, pour some out, dude, for Val Kilmer. Died at the ripe old age of 65 years of age, dude. That's young, man.
That's young, yeah.
So we're going to go and put this on the screen here. They have the top 10 Val Kilmer films, right?
All right.
And number 10, they have Batman Forever, because you got to remember he did play Batman, So it's like, okay.
Well,
yeah.
That needs to be higher up on the list. That is one of my favorite movies from the 80s.
Which one?
Top Secret, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Number 9. Top Secret is fantastic.
I still watched it like maybe a couple months ago, and I was laughing my ass off.
It's great. Man. It's great.
It's hilarious, dude. If you've never seen Top Secret, you got to go check it out. I believe it's up there on one of the streaming services. You could check it out, or even on, I think YouTube might have it for free.
Yeah, you definitely. A lot of people don't know about this movie, but you definitely need to check it out. It's slapstick comedy, like Naked Gun style. But
yeah, it's like
it's fantastic.
It's a spy slapstick comedy, and it's nothing but show tunes and outrageous bits, dude.
So great.
I liked it. The scene with the cow costume at the end is classic, dude.
Oh yeah, I like the souvenir guy. He's like souvenirs, novelties.
Exactly, man. They need to check that out. At number 8,
some drops from that movie.
Yeah, at number 8 they have Spartan from 2004. I don't think I've seen this.
I've never seen it. No.
So it's like, okay, I got to check that out. At number 7, The Salton Sea. They have a 2000. It's made in 2002. I don't think I've seen this one.
I haven't seen that either, but they just discovered a bunch of lithium underneath the Salton Sea, so they're going to start mining that place soon.
Lithium is bad for the environment, dude.
It's what powers all your Teslas.
And it's very flammable, too. So yeah. At number 6, they got Tombstone. Of course, I remember Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday. Who doesn't?
That might be number 1 on my list for his roles, but
yeah, there you go. Tombstone's hands down. Everybody's saying, I'll be your Huckleberry. Real Genius and Tombstone.
Real Genius, great. Yep.
Yeah. Iceman. Is it Top Secret? Yep.
It's got to be Iceman or Doc Holliday as the top role.
And then they have here at number 5, Real Genius.
Fantastic 80s movie again.
Another one. Another great film. Number 4, Top Gun. Iceman. I think this was another role of his that he was born to play, dude. He did a great job as Iceman in Top Gun alongside Tom Cruise here.
Excellent role.
At number 3.
Not a great movie, but excellent role.
Yeah. Kiss, Kiss, Bang, Bang. I don't think I've ever seen this.
I never saw it, no.
2005. I'm like, all right, there's some movies in here I got to check out. Heat, I saw Heat. This is a good one.
It's good. I don't know if it's number 2, but yeah, it's good.
And at number 1, The Doors. This is a good film, dude.
I have to put that on number 3 on my list. I'll put Doc Holliday, Iceman, and then Jim Morrison, because Val Kilmer sang all the lyrics in this movie. It wasn't lip synced.
Did he?
Sang all the lyrics in this movie. Yes.
Damn. And then there's one film
by Oliver Stone.
There's one film that in particular that I want to show. And somebody had already put it here in the chat. And it's probably one of my favorites, and not a lot of people know about it. The Saint. It's a good flick, dude, alongside Elizabeth Shue.
I haven't seen it.
So he plays like a spy, right? And what's happened is that somebody has discovered nuclear fission, right? So they have like this energy source, and it's kind of like being, I guess, toted on the black market or something like that. So he has to go and retrieve it and whatnot. And he plays a guy, he's a saint, right? And he changes his appearance, right? A lot to go ahead and, I guess, retrieve said device. And Elizabeth Shue is the love interest in here. It was a good film, dude. It was a good flick. If you've never seen it, go and check it out. Something that kind of like flies under the radar that a lot of people didn't see, but it was good nonetheless, man. I recommend it.
Nice. Have you seen the documentary? It's called Val, that he actually produced himself, Val Kilmer.
I have not. You remember you were telling me this before the show started.
You can find it on Amazon Prime, but it's a really good documentary that his son actually does the voiceover for it, the narration, because obviously Val has throat cancer and can't talk without the little electronic assistant. But it's really good. He puts together all his home videos from way back in the day. He was like the first actor to like have a video camera, and he would take it into the dressing rooms of like all the movies he was on, and we'd shoot all sorts of stuff like behind the scenes. And it's just a lot of like inside Hollywood video stuff that you wouldn't get to see for someone who's, been an actor in there forever. I recommend it. Highly recommend it.
They're saying, who wrote the list? Fire their ass. It was done by Entertainment Weekly. That's who made the list.
Nice. Chris Gonzalez is in here. Says, what about Willow? Yes, Willow was a great. Mad Mardigan.
Yeah. I loved
the new Willow was terrible, by the way.
Oh,
it was awful.
Disney Plus, man.
Disney knows how to just smash a franchise into smithereens, man. Like,
did the same thing with Star Wars, dude. I was a fan of Star Wars, and then Disney got a hold of it and just
exactly.
They do too much of the woke stuff, dude. And look, and I'm all for it and everything, but come on, man. It's like just make something entertaining.
Well, and we don't need side movies and shows for every single character, like less is more sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know what Disney's doing over there, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I do like going to some Disney World here now and then. I don't mind it, dude. The House of the Mouse.
Okay.
I enjoy it, dude. It's fun, man. I like going out there. I like getting trash, bro. They have some good drinks and good food.
Well, I know they have the downtown Disney nowadays, where it's like they got the ESPN sports bar and all the bars are there.
Yeah.
So they've made it a little bit better for adults.
Yeah, that's Disney Springs, dude. I don't mind going over there. You can get there for free.
Oh, yeah. I've been there recently, actually. Yeah.
It's a happening spot on a Friday night, dude, on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's a nice place, dude. They got a lot of live bands hanging out there, doing their thing. A lot of drinks are flowing, good food.
I feel like that's different, though, because you don't actually have to pay to get into Disney Springs. It's just like an area.
It's kind of like Terra, dude.
Yeah. It's like an outdoor mall, but it's all Disney themed. I was just there about 2 years ago, actually, for the first time.
Look at Sam Salinas. Thanks for saying that, Joe. If Mike were here, he'd be shutting you down because he thinks woke is a myth. That's what they did with Snow White, dude. And look at how well that turned out. It's probably one of the worst poorly rated films.
The new one? Like the live action?
The new one. It's like IMDb.
We don't need a live action of everything either. Sometimes some stuff is meant to be animation.
I think it got like 1.5 stars or something like that. It's like poorly reviewed, dude. Nobody cares about that. But go watch The Saint if you haven't watched The Saint, man. And like, I said, man, pour some out for Val Kilmer, dude. He's done, dude. He got called to heaven, man. So praying for him and his family, man. He gave us a lot of iconic roles, dude. It was a hell of an actor. His last role that he had on screen was the sequel to Top Gun. And that was like I think in 2022, 2023.
Mhm.
That was the last time he made an appearance on the big screen. So
Very brief appearance.
very
No
brief.
spoilers.
So we're gonna get into something here, and this is gonna be I don't know. I don't know how I really feel about this because you know how they say, "Hey, man, we're gonna go ahead and make a film, a continuation, right?" And this is years after it's already been done, right? Years after, you think, okay, this is the last entry into the franchise. And what are they bringing back now? It's finally been confirmed. They are going to go ahead and bring back Last Friday. Is officially happening. Warner Brothers has closed a deal with Ice Cube to write and star in it. They've been saying this for some time. What say you, LG?
Well, as someone who never saw the sequel to the first Friday, I don't know how I feel about this one. Is Chris Tucker in it? Because I know he refused to be in some of the sequels because he found Jesus and quit smoking weed for a while there.
You're smoking reefers?
I don't know if he's going to be back. I hope he does. But next Friday was funny, dude. Friday was good. Next Friday was hilarious, dude. You never seen Next Friday?
I never saw Next Friday, no.
Man.
And then there was another one. There was Friday After Next, right?
Right after Next. That one was funny too. That had what's his name? Cat in there. Cat Williams. He was a little
So
pimp.
this is the fourth one.
This is gonna be the fourth one, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cat Williams was a little pimp. Money Mike. But you got
I would be in on it, but I would have to see the other ones first because I can't see a sequel to something without seeing the ones that came before.
Man. You're disappointing me, man. I can't believe you never seen Next Friday.
I'm just no.
You gotta see it. Dude. That one's pretty funny. Baby D, you gotta check that one out. Uncle Elroy, and it's hilarious, dude. And one of the best characters out of here is Pinky.
All right,
Friday. It's funny, dude.
I'll take your word for it.
They have some Mexicanos in there too. The S's, dude. Essays. They're slinging drugs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's got a little bit of everything in that one, dude. It's funny, man. Oh,
I'm in for it.
No, Sam Salinas. Nope. All Friday sequels suck. No, dude. Next Friday was actually good. I enjoyed it. Pinky is, hey, man, Far West Texas says Pinky is the best. I'm telling you, man. You got to watch that one. That one is funny, dude. If you watch Next Friday, you're going to laugh your ass off.
I'll check it out and I'll give you my review. I'm very critical on stuff. So,
you know what? Maybe we should have.
I'm hard to please.
Maybe I should have you do a bit, once in a while where you watch an old timey movie like that. And then we can say, hey, what did LG think of it?
Yeah, I'm probably going to hate it most likely.
That's just like
Mike. We can do a bit. I can be your movie critic.
Yeah, you'd be the movie critic. You know, it was funny that Mike watched. He used to watch these old movies, right? Jimenez over here, and then he would review them. And I think the last one he saw was Delta Force with what's his name? Chuck Norris.
Oh,
80s.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
So he was making fun of him because he's like he's sitting on the bike, right? The motorcycle, badass motorcycle, and shooting freaking rockets out, right? And the tubes that the rocket's shooting out of, they're all pointed crooked, right? And the way the rocket comes out, it's like pew, pew. The noise that it makes when the rocket shoots out of the barrel.
That was top of the line synthesizer in the 80s. Come on now.
Oh God, dude, it was funny, man. It was funny. Top Flight Security. That's in Friday After Next. Top Flight Security, Craig. He's like, where's your gun? We don't got no guns. We got a whistle. They didn't even get a flashlight. They're security guards out in the hood in that one, dude. It's funny. Uncle Elroy is the best. Bernie Mac, too. I'm telling you, man. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. He was also in the first one, the first Friday. That one's a funny one. But you got to check out the next one, dude. Next Friday. That one was hilarious. But I'm going to be happy if they get the sequel, come out here. Maybe they get everybody out. But I'm not sure how I'd feel about it though. I hope it's a good one, like to end the trilogy, you know?
Oh, you don't think they're gonna leave it open? You know, money. There's cash to be made.
Unless, they're gonna do the baton handoff to the younger generation. But even
Oh
at
yeah, they're gonna
that,
pull a Rocky with it.
yeah, man, it's like if you're gonna do something like that, I'm like, what's gonna happen? Like, you want to end it on a high note, bring back the original cast or whatnot. They're probably gonna do it with the kids or something, you
Well, I
know?
feel like stoner movies aren't really a thing anymore because, like, I mean, Friday is a stoner movie, right?
Yeah, that's what they're smoking.
We don't really make Hollywood doesn't really make stoner movies anymore.
On the pinnacle of stoner movies, where do you put Dude, Where's My Car?
I mean, it's on the list, but I would say it's lower on the list than,
Dazed
something
and
like,
Confused?
yeah, Dazed and Confused is definitely Up in Smoke, Dazed and Confused, freaking The Stoned Age. There was a lot back in the day. Back in the 90s, it was like every other movie, Pineapple Express, in the early 2000s. We had a lot of stoner specific movies, and I just they're not doing it anymore. So this might actually be a breath of fresh air.
No more stoner movies, man.
No. I heard Cheech and Chong were planning on doing another movie though. So
Low
we
key,
may
man.
have that coming
Low
soon.
key, though. Childhood or child shows that are stoner, let's say, themed. SpongeBob SquarePants.
I never got into it, man. That was like right after my generation. It's like the next generation for me. I never really watched it. But like Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy,
Ren
regular
and
show.
Stimpy.
Cartoon Network was a stoner show. Uncle Grandpa was a stoner show.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Hey, man.
If
Rocco?
you watch it now, there's so many hidden dirty jokes in there. It's ridiculous.
What did Rocco do for a living? He was a freaking, was it the guy on
He was
the
a sex phone operator, a phone sex operator. Yeah.
Nah, that ain't gonna
And
fly.
his next door neighbors were the lip shits.
Mm-hmm. That ain't gonna fly in a day society no more, dude. But that was
Our parents let us watch all this stuff.
Ren and Stimpy was pretty raunchy at
It
times.
was pretty bad. And apparently the dude who created it was a huge douche face and
Yeah, he's
molesting people and stuff.
Look at that. We're going to give a shout out here to the boys over at the SAFC. They got a tailgate coming up on Sunday there. They have it from 12 to 2:30 p.m. under the bridge. Food, drinks. They got a piñata.
Piñata.
Right,
Those
man.
tailgates are legit, man. I've been to a few of them, and yeah, it's legit.
Times,
Got
man.
free beer out there sometimes, and looks like they got some Chiba Hut out there, so some sandwiches.
Yeah, man.
I don't
Yeah.
like how y'all are charging for parking out there now, though. That kind of made me mad, but
That's not them.
I know it's not them, but it used to you used to be able to park under the bridge for free, and now
Yeah.
you can't.
No, you can't. You got to go talk to the people that are behind SAFC, which is Spurs Sports and Entertainment for that.
I'm still waiting for my check, SSE. Y'all taking forever.
You called them out. They didn't cut you a check yet.
I filled in at the SAFC game a few weeks ago as the main camera guy, the center cam or whatever. And yeah, I need my money.
They still ain't paid you, bro.
I was
got
warned that the Spurs take their time with these kind of things.
It got lost in the mail.
Yeah, Brian Wright's handling it apparently.
I'm like, come on, man. It's like
It's a work in progress.
they couldn't cut you a bill or two right there on the spot, dude. Like, there you go, man. Thanks for coming out and helping
Oh, it
us
says
out.
parking is free. I thought I was just there a week ago and it said $15. There's a guy standing outside right by the bridge where the little driveway is.
Shed some light on this, Matt. Is it free parking or do you have to pay? Okay, until 90 minutes before the game.
Ah, I got you.
All right.
So if you want to remain there, you got to pay when you
Yeah.
go into the game. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just drive over to Heroes Stadium. It's free.
There you go. They also have the Twin Peaks that I go to sometimes after the game. The one that's right there on De Zavala.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stop by there. I've made some friends over there before, man.
De Zavala, huh?
Yeah, I pull up there,
Yeah.
man, and there's some bartenders that frequent the area there. So I'll just pull up and I'll just start. I'm an extrovert, so I make friends with everybody. And I'll just be talking with people, buying drinks. And that's like, I don't know that person's a bartender or whatnot, but they're like, hey, I'm a bartender at such and such place. Let me get you a drink. What you drinking on? This and that. And before we know it, may become friends, And they're like, hey, come out and see me at this bar or what have you. I'm like, sure.
Okay. So since I'm an introvert, I need to go out with you so you can be my wingman.
Yeah.
You can reel them in for me.
Yeah, dude. I'd be like, make the kill, LG.
There you go.
Was it like the mama lion when she brings in the half dead carcass and lets it make the kill?
You gotta learn. You gotta learn.
There you go, man.
Start somewhere.
Hey, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about this. This is the last subject here that I want to talk about for the show. And I thought it was a good one. We're going with the pop culture theme, right? Where would you think San Antonio ranks as far as the number of UFO sightings in the state of Texas?
In Texas?
Yes.
Well, you just gave me the answer. Third.
You are third.
Yeah.
Third in the number of UFO sightings, according to a recent study. And this is courtesy of the SA Current, right? So it says researchers parsed through 6,000 Texas sightings reported by the National UFO Reporting Center since 1995. Houston ranks first with 472 reported sightings, followed by Austin, no surprise there, 378. San Antonio, 312.
All right.
All right.
I can see Houston being on that number one. They do have NASA out there, so there could be some experimental stuff going on. San Antonio has a ton of military bases, so I can see that. Austin, everyone's just on drugs. I don't understand what's going on over there. Why they're
keep
number
Austin
two.
weird, man. Keep Austin weird.
But no, I personally haven't seen a UFO here. I know we have Randolph Air Force Base is out near me, so I do see a lot of weird aircraft in the air, but I don't think I've ever seen anything that qualifies as a UFO.
You've never seen nothing, dude?
I don't think so. If I did, I didn't know it. I do believe they're out there for sure. There's no way we're the only freaking planet in the solar system.
No,
that has life.
I've seen some strange things, dude, here in San Antonio. I saw one probably when I was about 14, 15 years old. I was hanging out at my buddy's house, dude. We're playing basketball all day long. I was over there by the Windcrest area. So I was off of Prince Valiant. That's where he lived, Prince Valiant. I was staying over there the weekend. Get my
Camelot neighborhood.
Camelot area. Exactly, man. So my mom's dropped me off over there. She'd be like, "Hey, I'll drop you off on Saturday. I'll pick you up on Sunday." Cool. I'm just gonna be balling all day, playing out there with my boys. Playing basketball. We're hustling the courts, getting some cash. So we're having fun. And then at night, dude, it was like maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Me and my boy were like, you know what, man? F it, dude. Let's go get something to eat. Snack on around the corner. They had a Valero. And then we're going to go to the Hollywood Video back in the day. Let's go see. We'll go get us a movie or something. And then we'll come back and watch it with the boys, So we're walking down the street. And usually his street is like, it's all lit up. They got the lights and everything. And we're walking down the street. And I'm like, bro, is there a power outage? What the hell's going on? Like all the lights were completely off on the outside of the houses. Like every single light was off, but the power inside the houses was fine. Like was great, nothing. And it was a big moon out right at that time of day, or that time of night. I look up at it and I say, all right, we're walking and you see something moving behind the trees, right? And you know how the wind blows and the trees move like that. And you think, oh, it's probably just an illusion. It's just the moon's there. It just looks like it's moving. And we're just walking. It's up, man. Yeah, we're talking about what we're going to get. What snack do you want? What movie they might have over there. And then we just look up, dude, and there's like this freaking blue orb, dude, just right there, just smack in the middle. And we're just like, he's like, let's run. I'm like, there ain't no running from this, bro. They're going to take you. They're going to take you now. You ain't going to you ain't going to outrun this. So we're just there looking at it, just for a little bit or whatever. And then it just like takes off like quick, just. And then instantly all the lights come back on, and then they have an Air Force base nearby. And then these planes are just like out in mass circling the area, spotlights going up and stuff. And
wow. So they were looking for it.
I guess maybe after the fact it was gone, but we never know what it was. I didn't know what it was. Just a little blue orb up there in the sky. And just.
Well, I've seen the radar footage of like the fighter pilots that they don't know what it is, and it's just like an orb just blipping all over the radar in crazy patterns that no aircraft could do.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they're definitely out there.
So I've seen the blue orb, I can tell you that close up, but that was about it. We still went, we still went around the corner to the Valero and all that and got our snacks. And I don't even know what movie we got from freaking Hollywood Video. Came back, told everybody about our story. They just laughed at us, said we're crazy.
It wasn't a movie from behind the curtain, was it?
No, that's Pop and Go, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's a cochino. That's a cochino.
That was pick a video for me.
You were a little necio when you were that age.
I was always trying to get a peek in there.
Yeah, go in there. Like at Spencer's, when you used to go when you're a kid, younger.
Oh, yeah.
Go to the mall. You can't go back here. You can't go back there. Boom. Where were you? Right back there.
Gotta be. Gotta look at all that lingerie they had.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember this or not, but back in the day, they had the cable, the scrambled cable, and you had to move the switch.
Oh, yeah. Channel 69 and channel 99.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Flicking the little switch back and forth. Maybe
Rendezvous Theater. Yeah, I remember.
There you go. Oh, and our good friend Sean Quintero says, everyone check out PF Chang's Instagram page and like Joe's pick on my story. Well, make sure to do that, man. Because Sean, thank you, man. Sean had a good spread for me on my birthday. I was out there on a Friday, last Friday, celebrating my birthday with the family. He had a good presentation, man. Did it right. Made me feel like a VIP. So I appreciate you, Sean. Thank you, man.
Dang, did the Changs right, huh?
Yeah, did the Changs right. And look, we got a $1.99 super chatting coming here from Jason Garcia over in Portland, Oregon. He says, give DJ LG a grito. And that's the thing, man. We do a grito on the show. So they pay for the grito, they get the grito. So I hope you're ready. You might want to turn down the volume a little bit, LG.
Uh-oh.
Presumir a mis amigos les conté que en el amor.
Yikes. That was a hell of a grito.
That's what they pay for, man. They want the grito, they get the grito.
I've yet to hear that one, but yeah, that's pretty good.
That's the thing that we do here on the show, man. We try to keep it puro around here.
Yeah. I don't think I could top that one, that's for sure.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we get some tequila in you, dude.
Oh, don't do that. I can do I can't do a good grito, but I can do a good like Middle Eastern thing.
Oh, really?
The Middle Eastern grito. You might need to turn it down. I'll show you an example of it. Everyone on another show I used to do, they all thought this was a drop, but it was actually me doing it live. So
really? Damn.
Yeah.
You got some Middle Eastern in you?
No. It was there was a Family Guy episode where Peter learns how to do that, and the guy explaining it to him, he's like, it's like the lyrics to La Bamba, but just take out the bamba.
Ah, okay.
And repeat.
Okay.
So
hey, that was pretty good, dude. I like that. We gotta have that as a sound.
Yeah, the neighbors are calling the cops on me right now.
You're like some guys out here screaming. Hey, you should do that as a sound drop. You should put that over there with you and Puma, man. I like that one. Hey, but let us know, because we're bringing the show to an end here, but let us know what you're working on right now with Sam Freese, also known as Biggest Puma.
Yes, we just launched the Sports Cave Live. Puma, Sam Freese, as you know, has been doing a podcast on iHeart on the app called the Sports Cave, and he gave me a call last week and was like, hey, you want to do this live? And so we have teamed up, and you can follow the Sports Cave on YouTube at Sports Cave Live to see our first episode. It's up there right now. And shout out to Puma and the captain for teaming up with me. Good to be back working.
Let me go ahead and show it real quick. See, I'll make sure you go and give some love to Biggest Puma here.
Yeah.
Sports Cave and LG. It's produced by LG.
Produced by LG. Yes, sir.
And I was going to say, when you produce something, it's like a fingerprint. Everybody produces different, right? It's your own unique signature. And I like it when I'm seeing Puma up there, because I'm like, this is an LG production. I can tell.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, you got your own style, your own
Yeah.
flow to things.
Yeah. So make sure you all give some love to Puma and LG here, and make
Yeah,
sure
yeah. You can follow me too. I'm on YouTube also at DJLG210 if you feel like giving me a follow there.
Yeah.
I do another show on there that's it's called Better Off Show, and it's kind of like satirical comedy. Nothing to do with sports whatsoever.
There it is.
There
Make
you
sure
go.
follow LG right there.
Yep. And I simulcast some of the shows I produce as well. So you'll see Sports Cave on that page as well. And other things. I've got some videos that I did on my Ford Maverick. Another show that I'm doing with Carl Schoening,
Yeah.
son of Bill Schoening, voice of the Spurs, is called Behind the Squad, where we get into all the technical stuff, like how do we produce this podcast, what cameras are we using, the microphones, the lenses, and just how we program everything. And I think we got one episode in right there. There you go. That's it right there.
Yeah.
So Carl hosts that show.
Carl and you all are knowledgeable about stuff, man. So that's cool, dude.
Yeah, Carl is he does play-by-play, but he's also a great video producer, cameraman. He's an all-around production genius. So that's why I like working with Carl.
LG, why are you wearing an Eagles cap? Are you an Eagles fan?
Because I am an Eagles fan.
Oh man, LG, no.
Yes.
No, bro, for real.
For real. That's why I'm wearing it. There's Eagles stuff all over my house, honestly.
My Eagles fly.
Eagles fly.
I'm a
I've
Cowboy.
never been to Philly.
I'm a Cowboys fan, so
I know.
we got
Everyone
beat
is.
now, LG.
Hey. Hey, got two Super Bowl wins. So
I do like Carl's glasses though that he's wearing here.
oh, those were a give out at the Austin Spurs game.
I like those, man. So what were you all talking about in the first episode?
We were just kind of like talking about what we're trying to do with the channel.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's called Broadcast Squad, and the podcast is called Behind the Squad. And it's basically if you want to learn how to do a podcast or any kind of broadcast, live sports, video production, that's what we get into.
Nice.
The technical side of things.
Yeah, that's badass, dude. I like to get on there and talk with y'all too, man.
We can definitely have you on. That's why we were supposed to do a show yesterday, but Carl had a date. So
Hey,
hopefully got some nookie out of it.
why you got to call my boy out like that, dude? Go do your thing, King.
I thought about wearing the Eagles hat today, but I knew your audience might get turned off.
Look at that. They go, that's it, Joe. Cut LG's feed now. I can't believe I never knew that you were an Eagles fan, man.
Yeah, man. To be honest, I don't watch a lot of NFL. So you know how many games I watched this season?
How many?
1.
That's it.
Yep, the Super Bowl.
God, man.
And before that, I haven't tuned in since I believe it's the 2018 Super Bowl when they won last time. So
Jeez, man. I got breaking news here. It sounds one of my friends is telling us he has a new episode of Locked On Spurs that's just released. Our good friend here, friend of the show, Jeff Garcia.
no relation, yeah.
Yeah. He says he wants me to go ahead and put this up there. He's put a new episode of the Locked On Spurs podcast out. He's chatting with David Duke Jr. ahead of Austin's playoff game tonight. So make sure you go and check that out. As you can tell, man, Jeff is always going ahead and bringing you your weekly, or not weekly, but daily Spurs content with the Locked On Spurs podcast. So make sure you go and check that out. And if you haven't, give Jeff a follow on YouTube. He's about 8,000 subscribers strong and growing. So make sure you give him a follow.
I'm just trying to get to 500. 8,000 is great.
Yeah, no, we've already kind of surpassed what our goal was. We're knocking on the door at 3,000 now.
Good. Yeah, that's good, man.
Hopefully we go ahead and surpass that. I think we'll do it probably, I want to say before we hit May. And
All
that,
right. You're gonna have a celebration. Is there any like payoffs when you hit a certain mark?
yeah, we have some stuff to give away. We got like, I think $100 Saltgrass gift card. We got a tablet, Wemby bobblehead over there. I think we have a Wemby card. We have a ton of PF Chang's gift cards to give away here and stuff. So we have some giveaways, dude. And we're gonna throw some other stuff in the hat as well. So got some things to give away. I like it
Yeah.
how everybody's giving you flack for being an Eagles fan. I never knew that, man.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Well,
All the
anyway,
way.
go ahead and give LG a follow. Go ahead and give the Sports Cave a follow there. And we appreciate you, man, for sharing the hosting duties on today's show.
Yeah, thanks for the call, man. I'm not a host. I'm a producer, so it's interesting being on this side of the microphone.
Yeah, it's a great times, man. But thanks a lot, man. We're gonna go ahead and end the show here. We'll see you all boys tomorrow. We'll have another guest on. I don't know who it'll be. Maybe I'll put out the bat signal to Puma, see if he can come out and do this. If he's
Yeah.
awake by 10 o'clock, I don't know if he will be, but
Yeah, I think that's why we're doing our show at 8 p.m. at night. Yeah, so Puma can arrive on time.
yeah, I don't know if he'll be awake by then, but I'll put the bat signal out to him. Let's see if he wants to jump on. But we'll talk to you all tomorrow. We're out. Peace.
Peace.